Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be talking about few of the things that I want to tell the younger Shivangi, the younger girl who used to go to school, things that I want to tell her and things that I want her to believe in. So in today's video we are only talking about things which I learned from school and things which I wished I knew. So let's get started with the video. This video will have a few pointers and the timestamps will be mentioned in the description box as always, and feel free to skip around the part that you want to hear, and let's get started with the video. So firstly I would like to sum up my school experience. So I went to the same school from my nursery to the 12th grade, and my experience with school was amazing. I had the best time in school, but there were a few things that I wished I knew. It wasn't always like that. School was very happy. Sometimes it was sad, lonely, but mostly it was good. So overall I look at it as a very good experience and something which I cherish a lot. So now let's get into the main point of this video. So the very first thing that I would tell myself is that it is okay to not be the best. In my school especially, there were so many talented people around me. Kids were good at studies as well as sports, as well as arts and like music, dance and everything. But I felt that I'm not someone who is good at music or dance. I was fairly good at sports, I feel, and I wouldn't say that I was best at studies, but yes, I was good at studies. But looking at other people, I always thought that I am less. But at that time, I did not know what I mean by thinking that I am less. I used to compare myself with others a lot. That is something which hampers your self-confidence, I feel, and I used to restrain myself from participating in things because I knew that I'm not best at this, so maybe I shouldn't participate. There are some people who will be good at everything, so you should actually learn from them. You should take inspiration from them. This is what I do in college. When I see someone working very hard related to anything in their life, I draw inspiration from them. And the next thing that I would say is that school friends are very, very, very important. I was someone who used to have 3 to 4 friends only, but these 3 to 4 friends were my quality friends. We had a very tight relationship, and it used to go for years. School friends are someone who will be always there for you, I feel. I was lucky enough to have met few of the best people of my life from my school, because these friendships were made by accident and not like I never intended to become friends with certain people. And also I used to have a preconceived image of certain people who I used to see in younger classes, and I used to think that शायद ये इंसान मेरा दोस्त नहीं बन सकता because they seem to have an attitude. But in higher classes, when we all were in the same class, we actually mingled. There was this friend of mine who I used to think that she was good at everything. In every kind of sports event or art event or anything, I would see that girl, and I used to think that this girl is very talented, of course, but also she would have a lot of attitude. But then she came in my class in the 9th grade, and that's when I saw that this girl is definitely very, very talented, but she's equally friendly and humble. And the next thing that I would say, that in school we see people talking about their careers and the colleges they want to get into and what jobs they want to do. I believe that, don't think that everyone knows their shit, because it is not true. Nobody actually knows that what they want to do in life. Some people definitely have an idea. Yes, I want to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer. But some people, I feel like they under pressure, they say that yeah, I want to become certain things. And at that time I wasn't sure that what I wanted to be. In school I had a mixed of opinions about my career. Nobody in school knows their shit, and if someone tries to portray that yes, I know, I want to go from A to B, B to C, C to D, let them be, because this because our opinions change over time, and it is okay if you don't have a plan. It is very, very normal. You will figure out with time, because that's how people figure out. And the next thing that I want to say is something which is very, very important, something which is the most important part of this video, is that participate as much as you can. Back in school, when I used to participate in school competitions, we used to get this participation certificate, and at that time I used to think that what value does this hold? If I'm not in the top 3, then what would I do with this participation certificate? But now I realize that participation is equally as important as winning the competition, because participation is like, at least you are putting in the effort, at least you are learning something out of that, at least you are mingling with other people and you are learning something. Participation gives you the exposure, and it is so important. Okay, when I am in college, I realized that yes, I know this thing because I took part in this event when I was in school. So yeah, school has given me the confidence, the experience, the exposure and everything, and I am like grateful that I went out of my comfort zone and participated in something. And the next thing I would say, that if you are someone who feels lonely in school, I was that girl in 11th and 12th when most of my friends left school and went to these integrated classes for the competitive exams. Okay, so I was someone who stayed back at school, and I wanted to just continue with school, and I was actually so lonely because in my class I had 0 friends. Okay, I had no friends, and it was like I'm starting from scratch in my own bubble, and I was like that for months. And eventually I was like, it's okay to be lonely. But later on, with time, I met people in my 11th and 12th grade who were just like me, and I liked spending time with them, and eventually things got better. So just hold on for that moment, and just wait. You will find the people who are like you, who have your vibe. Don't force friendship with people, because I have stayed in friendships where I wasn't actually felt welcoming in the friendship, but I stayed there because I wanted a friend. And the next thing that I would say is that strictest teacher brings out the best in you. I remember I had this biology teacher in my 8th grade who was so strict that we used to fear a lot whenever she had a period in the day. So she had a pattern of writing answers. Okay, she wanted that the answers should be written in only in that pattern. Okay, so I remember we used to study biology in that way so that we don't lose out our marks, and we used to write proper answers. So but then I came into college and I realized that the things that she taught me then is something which I'm using now. Now when I have to write answers for any question, I know what all important things I have to include. I have to include the important words, I have to write them in points, I have to put headings, and I have to present my answer in a very presentable way so that the teacher who is checking knows that the student knows the answer. So yes, back then I used to think that she's so strict, but her teachings are helping me now. You only realize this when you come out of school, that yes, the teachings that you are taught in school are so valuable. It might not make sense at that time, but later on in life it will definitely be useful for you in some way or the other. And the next important thing that I would say, that is heartbreaks are okay. In school we are growing, we are in a growing age, and we are in our teens, so it is normal to feel certain way about someone. If someone is being kind to you, you kind of have a good feeling for them, and that feeling might turn into you liking that person, and that liking might turn into you loving that person. There were few instances in my school life where I used to think that yeah, I like that person, and when I saw that that person has not the same feelings for me, I used to feel bad back then. But then now when I look back, I think that the person wasn't even that good enough to be liked, firstly. Secondly, I was so young to like someone and to have feelings for someone. It is just that we are so naive, and we are so filled with hormones during that time. that we think that we are in love. That is not true, guys. Heartbreaks happen in school and you will move on, okay? So don't even worry about being stuck at that moment, being stuck to that person, because no, you are gonna grow, you're gonna meet more and more people, and you're gonna obviously meet better people than your crush. So it is okay if your crush doesn't have same feelings for you as you have for them. Now I'm going to wrap up this video, but the last thing that I would say is that stay in touch with your school friends as much as you can. Don't miss an opportunity if there's one. It is so good to sit together and look back at your school years with them and how much you guys have grown. So guys, now I will have to end this video because the sun is setting and it's getting dark. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, and also write down your favorite things which you learned from school in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.